Okay, we're finally back, and I know it's been a couple of weeks since I last posted, but I promise I'm going to try to be better with posting consistently on YouTube. It'll be my New Year's resolution in June. Anyways, today I am going to share with you guys a full week of workouts, and I think this is going to be so cool, and I hope you guys really like this one, because for anybody who's kind of lost in their fitness journey or don't know what they're doing, don't know what exercises to do, don't know what workouts to focus on, don't know how to perform the exercises or the form, or anybody who's just bored with their current workout split, I'm going to be taking you through every single day of the week, and you can actually repeat this over the course of many weeks, because personally for me, I keep to the same workout split for 6 months to about a year. It's been a year since I last changed my workout split, and if you want to know my current split, I'll leave a link somewhere here so you can get directed to that video and watch that one as well. For this full week of workouts, it's definitely something that you can just repeat over the course of many weeks. It really depends on how you enjoy it and just how you're progressing with your goals. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Also, before we get into it, I do want to announce something really nice, because alongside this full week of workouts, I'm also going to give you guys some inspiration for gym outfits. And the reason why is because Gymshark is having their second biggest sale of the year that's taking place Thursday, June 27th. The entire Gymshark website is going to be up to 60% off. And then with code Deanna, which is my discount code, you can get an additional 10% off on top of the sale. And for any of you who choose to use my discount code, I do want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. The support means the absolute world to me, and that's the only reason that I can do what I do. And if you don't use my discount code and you support me just by being on the sidelines, I just want to thank you so much for just being here and being a part of this journey. And just to make things a little bit easier, in the description box below, I'm going to include all the outfits that I'm wearing, the names of the outfits, and I'm also going to give a full detailed outline of every single workout and every exercise, every rep and set that will be done in this video. And without further ado, let's get into it. I love starting the week off with a workout that I know will have me pushing hard, so we're going to start with glutes and hamstrings on Monday. For my glute days, I like choosing an outfit that is more on the form-fitting side, so I have nothing really getting in my way while I'm working out. I feel like at this point, the Vital seamless long sleeve crop tops have just become a staple of mine, because I will choose them every single week without fail. Here, I'm wearing it in the color Penny Brown, size small, but it also comes in a variety of different colors. And I'm also going to be pairing this top with the Adapt Safari shorts in archive brown / burnt yellow, size small also. These shorts have a scrunch at the back, which I just find so flattering on the glutes, and has to be probably the best scrunch that I've seen on a pair of shorts. Along with this color, they also come in green, black, and blue. And then finally, to top it all off, I like wearing a hoodie to get to the gym, so here I am just putting on the Phys Ed Logo Hoodie in light gray marl, size medium. It is a heavyweight hoodie, which I do prefer at the beginning of my workouts just to help me warm up and get a little bit of a sweat on. Getting right into Monday's workout, we're going to start off with my favorite superset, which will be done on the Smith machine. You can also do this with a regular barbell setup, but for stabilization purposes, I just find that the Smith machine helps me best with mind-muscle connection, which is why you'll often find me using it in a majority of my glute workouts. To get into hip thrust positioning, I have my knees bent at a 90-degree angle towards the ground. My hips are directly under the barbell. First, going to start off with a set of KAS Glute Bridges, where you will be lowering your hips about half the distance that you would normally do for a regular hip thrust, before pushing back up with a slight pause at the top before continuing to the next rep. We're going to aim for 8 to 10 reps of KAS Glute Bridges, and once the full set is complete, we're going to go right into a set of hip thrusts without any rest in between. Now with hip thrusts, we are going to lower our hips all the way down, focusing on contracting the glutes to push the bar back up again. Again, pausing briefly at the top before continuing on to the next rep. Similar to KAS Glute Bridges, we are going to aim for 8 to 10 reps of hip thrusts before setting the bar down and taking a rest. As with all the exercises in this workout, we will be completing this hip thrust superset for a total of 4 sets. However, I think it's also important to mention that these 4 sets are usually broken up into one warm-up set where I will be using a slightly lighter weight to help me prepare my body for the movement, and then 3 working sets where I will be progressive overloading. So to give you an example, my warm-up set for this hip thrust superset had 45 pounds on each side of the barbell. Then for my first working set, I added a 35 plate to each side, and for every set after that, I continued to add 10 pounds to each side. Moving on to the next exercise, we have low platform split squats, where I'll be using a 6-inch mat for my back leg to rest on. To help ensure that I target my glutes with this exercise, my main focus is on the direction that I am moving throughout. So instead of moving in an up to down direction, a vertical direction, I am tilting my torso slightly forward and pretending that I am sliding along a diagonal line as I lower down into the movement and back up. For this exercise, we are aiming for a total of 4 sets, 10 to 12 reps each, again following the 1 warm-up set and 3 working set structure. So as you saw at the beginning, I started with a couple bodyweight split squats to get used to the movement, then started with a full warm-up set where I used 2 30-pound dumbbells. I slowly increased the dumbbell weight with each set and then finally ended with 2 40-pound dumbbells for my final set. Next we have RDLs. We will be doing 4 sets, 10 to 12 reps. For this exercise, our feet are placed about shoulder width apart with our toes facing forward. To help me get the form with RDLs, I imagine that someone has a rope wrapped around my waist and pulling on it from behind me to create that hinge movement. And then to help target the glutes, we are also going to bend our knees simultaneously as we hinge forward, keeping most of our weight on the heels of our feet. We are going to lower down into the RDL, and once we feel that stretch in our hamstrings, we are going to pause and extend back up into our starting position. For me, my stopping point is at the midpoint of my shins, but this point will be different depending on the person. For RDLs, I don't like going too heavy, so I started out with 1 warm-up set where I used 2 30-pound dumbbells, and then I slowly increased the dumbbell weight with each working set, finally ending with 2 40-pound dumbbells for my final set. For our final exercise, we are going to be doing 4 sets of glute kickbacks, 10 to 12 reps per leg. Here I have 1 foot planted down with my toes facing forward. The foot of my working leg will be slightly turned outward throughout the movement, and my torso is slightly bent over, resting on the machine to stabilize me. To help target my glutes, my focus is on using my glutes to actually initiate the movement. So as I kick my leg back, I'm contracting my glutes to continue the movement, briefly pausing at the farthest point of the kickback before slowly bringing it back to the starting position. I think the common problem that people experience with these is that they may be using too heavy of a weight, which hinders the form and then in turn affects the target on the glutes. So I suggest starting out with a lighter weight and gradually increase this with each set, as long as the mind-muscle connection is still intact. Tuesday is by far my favorite day of the week because that is our pull day where we will be focusing on back and biceps. For any back day, I always turn to my minimal sports bras, which here I'm wearing the white one in size small. With my minimal bras, I like the back to be fully exposed, so I detach the removable straps on the back, and since this loosens the strap around my neck, I just tie it the tiniest bit just to make sure it's snug and then nothing is falling out of place. Not that I have much of anything to fall out of place, but you guys know what I mean. Here I am pairing the bra with the Vital Seamless 2.0 leggings in cobalt purple marl, which also comes in many different colors, but I personally think the purple is my favorite. It's just so pretty. I'm going to top the fit off with the Vital Seamless 2.0 light long sleeve top in cobalt purple marl size small. These tops extend about 3/4 of the way down my butt, which is nice if you're looking for a bit more coverage, but with tops this length, I do like giving it a little bra tuck on the back where I just grab the bottoms of the shirt and tuck it under my sports bra. I love these tops so much because they are clean and lightweight, and they also have my favorite thumb holes, which is one of the features that I just love about the Vital Seamless line. I also think that these tops are quite versatile, that they can really complement any leggings or shorts that you choose to wear. So without further ado, let's get into our pull day. As with all workouts, we're going to start off with a bit of a warm-up. So here I like using bands as well as some dynamic movements to get my upper body muscles ready and warm. Then after that, we're going to get right into pull-ups. Since I'm trying to improve how many I can do, I always like starting with pull-ups so I can put the most energy into them before exerting it all into the workout. Here I'm attempting 2 sets of pull-ups, which I will do until failure. And once those 2 sets are complete, I try 2 sets of banded pull-ups to help build up my strength for hopefully more pull-ups in the future. If you're unable to do pull-ups on your own, you can definitely swap them out for banded pull-ups or pull-ups on the assisted machine. Just feel free to adjust this to your capabilities. Next, we have wide grip pull downs, which we will be doing 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Here you're going to lean back a bit with your back positioned at a slight angle, and with your hands wrapped around the bar, you're going to pull the bar towards your chest and control the movement as you extend back up to the starting position. We are going to do this for 1 warm-up set and 3 working sets where we gradually increase the weight we use for each. Next up, we have single arm rows. We will be doing 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps per arm. Here, I'm using a 20-inch box to rest my non-working arm on as I lean forward. I've seen this exercise done in a number of ways, one of which where you are in somewhat of a semi-lunge while completing the rows. But for me, the most comfortable position is having both my feet next to each other while my back is bent forward. To help me with mind-muscle connection, I put my thumb around the bar tucked in with the rest of my fingers. And then to begin, I'm going to place the dumbbell at arm's length. And as I do the row, I focus on bringing my elbow behind me, making sure that my movement is controlled throughout. I started out with a full warm-up set where I used 1 30-pound dumbbell, and then I slowly increased the dumbbell weight with each set, finally ending with 1 40-pound dumbbell for my final set. Focusing now on biceps, we are going to do dumbbell Zottman curls for 4 sets and 8 to 10 reps. We're going to start with 2 dumbbells and our arms pinned to our sides. In a controlled movement, we're going to curl the dumbbells toward our chest, and once we reach the top, our wrists will twist towards each other and we will slowly bring the dumbbells down to our hips. Once we have reached the bottom, we will twist our wrists away from each other and start the movement all over again. Next up, we have cable curls. For this one, I'm bringing the cable all the way to the bottom, which actually I just want to appreciate this moment where I was setting up and didn't realize that the cable machine that I was using was actually broken. I added the bar and everything, and then I realized that the handle where you put the weight was missing. So I wanted to see what would happen if I just pulled on the cable and what weight would go up, but there it goes. The whole thing is just attached. But anyways, we move on. For this exercise, we're going to face away from the machine and bring the straight bar handle between our legs. To make sure the cable doesn't awkwardly hit you during this exercise, make sure you are as close to the bar as you possibly can be and that the cable is set at the lowest setting. Similar to the Zottman curls we just did, your arms are going to be pinned to your side, kind of pretending that your elbows are stuck to your torso. And as we curl upwards, we're going to bring the bar towards our chest without moving our elbows much. And then once we reach the top of the movement, we're going to lower the bar back down to our hips and repeat. Lastly, we have back extensions, which will be done for 4 sets and 8 to 10 reps. To set up, I have my quads pressed against the padding with my hips at the very top. My main focus with this exercise is maintaining a flat back as I lower down and push back up. Here I'm starting out with 1 warm-up set of just body weight reps and then slowly increasing the weight I use for the remaining 3 working sets, eventually ending off with 1 25-pound plate for my final set. As you guys may know, I always like ending off my upper body days with some sort of cardio, so we are going to do 15 to 20 minutes of Stairmaster. I like choosing a speed that is challenging enough, but that I feel comfortable doing for the full 15 to 20 minutes. To structure this routine and make it a bit more difficult, I'm doing 2 minutes with my hands resting on the bar and 2 minutes with them off the bar, repeating this until the 15 to 20 minutes are up. Needless to say, I was done. I was done after this. Now on Wednesday, we have push day, which is where we will target our chest, shoulders, and triceps. For push days, I love the tight, baggy outfit combo, so here I'm wearing the Vital Seamless 2.0 crop top once again, but this time in black marl size small, along with the pumper pants in natural sage green size extra small. I always prefer the high-waisted combo, so I just added a pair of Adapt Safari tight shorts in black asphalt gray, size small, underneath the pumper pants. I actually really like this outfit, and for some reason, if I'm feeling the outfit of the day, it will just push me 10 times harder in the gym. So this one will definitely be repeated. To begin, we are starting off with some chest-focused exercises. Here we are doing incline dumbbell press for 4 sets and 6 to 8 reps each. I placed the bench at a slight incline, which now looking back at the footage, I should have brought it a bit lower to have more of the tension placed on my chest. I would say a good rule of thumb is having the bench positioned at a 30 or 45 degree angle. To get the dumbbells up to starting position, I give myself a little bit of momentum by swinging into it, but you can also have someone else assist you with this to make things easier, especially if you're using a pretty heavy weight. To begin, I'm going to retract my shoulder blades, which will create a small arch in my lower back. As I lower the dumbbells, I'm going to tuck my elbows instead of having them completely flared out to the side. And then once they lightly touch the middle of my chest, I'm going to push through my arms and chest to extend my arms back up to their almost straightened position, leaving a slight bend in my elbows at the top. Here, I am starting out with one warm-up set where I'm using 2 25 dumbbells and then slowly increasing the weight I use for the remaining 3 working sets, eventually ending off with the 2 40-pound dumbbells for my final set. Next, we are doing cable chest flies for 4 sets and 8 to 10 reps. Placing 2 D handles on each side of the cable machine, I'm going to have both sides of the machine placed a bit above the top of my head. With the handles in our hands, our palms will be facing down. We are going to take 1 to 2 steps forward, getting into position. My arms start out slightly bent, but as I push my hands together in a downward angle towards the ground, they slowly straighten out until they meet at the center point. From this position, we're going to bring our arms slowly back behind us, slightly bending our arms once again, giving our chest a good stretch before moving on to the next rep. Again, we're going to start off with 1 warm-up set and continue to increase the weight gradually with each set after that for the remaining 3 working sets. Now that we are done with chest, we will be moving on to shoulders, starting off with 4 sets of dumbbell shoulder press, 6 to 8 reps each. We're going to kick the dumbbells up to our shoulders, keeping our back and head against the bench to maintain a neutral position. As we lower the dumbbells down, we are going to keep our elbows tucked in slightly in front of us. Once the dumbbells lightly touch the top of my shoulders, I'm going to push through my arms to extend them back up to their almost straightened position, leaving still a slight bend in my elbows at the top. Like most other exercises, we will complete this for 1 warm-up set and 3 working sets. Next up, we are doing lateral raises for 4 sets and 6 to 8 reps. Picking up the dumbbells, we are going to begin by standing upright with our torso slightly leaning forward and our palms facing our bodies. We are going to raise our arms outwards, keeping our elbows slightly bent throughout. Here you want to focus on controlling the movement the entire way up, but you also want to keep that control as you lower the weights back to your sides. Again, we will be doing this for 1 warm-up set and 3 working sets. Lastly, we will be focusing on our triceps, first with tricep pushdowns, which we will be doing on the cable machine for 4 sets and 8 to 10 reps each. Here you are going to grab a straight bar and place the cable machine above you. To begin, we are going to bring the straight bar to our hips, keeping our arms pinned to our side. Similar to bicep curls, our elbows are going to be fixed at our sides with little to no movement as we bring the bar up and down. With each rep, the bar will be raised towards our chest, controlling that entire movement, and once we reach the top, we are going to push through our triceps to bring the bar back down to our hips. We will repeat this for 1 warm-up set and 3 working sets. To complete this workout, we are going to end off with tricep push-ups, where similar to tricep push-downs, our elbows will be pinned to our sides. Using our triceps to push us up and down, make sure to keep your core engaged throughout. If you can't do push-ups on your own, you can definitely swap this out for modified push-ups where you rest your knees on the ground as you complete them. I swear after doing all the other exercises in this workout, push-ups just seem 10 times harder, so for this, we will be sticking with 2 sets until failure. As with all upper body days, we're going to end off this workout with some light cardio. Feel free to just pick the speed that you're comfortable walking to, but the goal here will be to speed walk for about 10 minutes. Thursday is rest day. On rest days, I will stick with whatever is comfortable because odds are I'm not leaving my house. So this day I chose the Phys Ed graphic t-shirt in green, size medium, paired with the Phys Ed logo sweatpants in light gray marl, size medium also. The whole Phys Ed line is so comfortable, and the thing that I love the most are the minimal details because it's not too in your face and can really be worn for lounging, shopping, or anything that kind of fits that casual vibe. Friday will be our day to focus on quads and calves. For days like these, I love wearing the mesh shorts because I feel like they give me the most freedom for movement and just feel overall the most comfortable. Here I am wearing them in black, size extra small, and I am pairing it with the Team GS Baby Tee in black, size small also. This shirt extends down to my hips, but because I like going for the cropped look, I'm just gonna grab the ends of the t-shirt and tuck it underneath my sports bra. And finally, to top off the look, I am putting on the Lifting Essentials graphic oversized sweatshirt in white, size small. You know we have to set the tone by starting off with my all-time favorite goblet squat superset. We are going to use the Smith machine for this exercise, placing one plate underneath each of your heels to allow for a deeper range of motion and a deeper squat. We are going to start with one set of weighted goblet squats, 10 to 12 reps, really focusing on controlling that movement as we lower down into the squat and as we push back up. Once you complete this set, we're going right into a set of 10 reps of body weight goblet squats without any rest in between. And then once that is complete, we'll take a 2 to 3 minute rest or until you feel ready for the next one. This superset will be repeated for a total of 4 sets, that being 1 warm-up set and 3 working sets. Right after goblet squats, we'll move on to reverse lunges. To help ensure that I target my glutes with this exercise, my main focus is on the direction that I'm moving throughout. Instead of moving in an up to down vertical direction, I'm going to be tilting my torso slightly forward and pretending that I'm sliding along a diagonal line as I lower down into the lunge and back up. Kind of similar to what we saw in our split squats that we did. Your front leg should be doing majority of the work while the back leg is kept light, only using it to stabilize yourself. We are going to complete 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps per leg. Next, we have my favorite but also least favorite quad extension drop set. It's brutal, but I promise it's worth it. When doing a quad extension, you want to focus on contracting your quads to lift the weight up, but what's also important is not completely letting go of the weight on your way down. Instead, you want to control that weight throughout the entire movement. Now, to make this a drop set, we're going to start off with the heaviest weight we can handle for 10 reps. Once those 10 reps are done, we're lowering the weights by 1 increment and doing 8 more reps. Then to complete the drop set, we are going to lower the weight 1 more time and rep out 6 more. All of this will be done with no rest in between, but once the entire drop set is done, feel free to take a 2 to 3 minute rest or as long as you need to prepare for the next set. As with all other exercises in this workout, we are going to complete this for a total of 4 sets. Finally, we are ending off this workout with 4 sets of calf raises, 10 to 12 reps. Here we are placing the front half of our feet on the platform, leaving our heels dangling off. With our toes facing forward, we are going to lower our heels and sink them as far down as we can. Once we get that full stretch, we're going to push up through our calves, holding briefly at the top before lowering back down into the next rep. Again, this will be done for 1 warm-up set and 3 working sets. To end off the workouts for this week, we are going to finish off with a day dedicated to cardio and abs. For this workout, I am wearing the double up sports bra in white, size small. This bra, along with the minimal sports bras, have to be my favorite. It has a cute 2-layer feature with a little strap design that is so flattering on the back. With this sports bra, I am wearing the Adapt Camo Seamless Ribbed Leggings in midnight blue / ash blue, size small also. I love these leggings because they do have a compressive feel to them, but are still stretchy enough so that you can move around in them easily. This stretchy material also allows me to pull it up to create a little butt scrunch on the back just to make the glutes pop. Then to wear over the sports bra to get to the gym, I'm wearing the Power Oversized t-shirt in Bondi Teal, size small, which I feel also complements the midnight blue color to the leggings quite well. As always, I'm gonna bra tuck the shirt on the back and head to the gym. We're going to begin the workout with the cardio portion so we can get that out of the way with and start with a bit of a sweat. For cardio and ab days, I usually switch up the type of cardio that I do, but for this day, I chose to do a 10-minute bike circuit. We're going to start off with a medium pace for 30 seconds and then go right into a fast pace where you are cycling as fast as you can for 15 seconds. After that, we will take a 45-second rest where you are still on the bike but just cycling at a slow pace. We're going to repeat this until we reach 10 minutes on the bike. Once we're done with the bike, we're going to head over to some ab work on a mat. If any of you are familiar with my ab workouts, you know I love my supersets. So here we are going to aim for 3 supersets, which will be completed in a circuit order and repeated for a total of 4 sets. For the first superset, we have 10 reps of V-ups where we are laying down flat on the ground and then lifting up to have our feet and hands reach at the center, essentially forming our body into a V shape. After 10 reps of V-ups, we are going to go straight into a set of 20 supported in and outs. The supported portion of this exercise just refers to our hands on the ground, helping us with the movement. We're going to kick our feet out in front of us and bring them back in to form somewhat of an ab crunch. This will count as 1 rep, and we will repeat this until we reach 20. We'll then take a 30-second rest before moving on to superset number 2. For the second superset, we are going to begin with 10 reps of kickouts. To get into starting position, our backs are going to be flat on the ground and our knees will be tucked into our chests. We will then have our legs extend out until they are completely straight, keeping our core engaged and our back flat on the ground throughout. To make sure that you're not feeling any strain on your neck, you can support it with your hands like you see me doing here. Once all 10 reps are complete, we will be going right into a set of leg raises. Similar to the kickouts, our backs are going to be flat on the ground and our legs will be straight up in the air. We are going to slowly lower our legs down as far as you can without arching your back or letting your legs fall to the ground. In a controlled movement, we're then going to raise our legs back up to starting position and repeat this for a total of 10 reps. Once again, we will take a 30-second rest before moving on to our last superset. For our very last superset, we are going to be in a plank position for both exercises. The first exercise will be a set of mountain climbers. Here you are going to be on your hands and your feet, bringing one knee at a time into your chest. We're going to try to do this for a total of 30 reps as fast as we can without losing control over the movement. Once that is done, we will be finishing off with a set of burpees. Again, getting into a plank position, we are going to start off with a push-up, which is optional. So if you're unable to do a push-up, you can just go straight into the jumping portion of this exercise. So once the push-up is complete, we are going to jump inwards, bringing our feet to our hands and then jumping up as high as we can, and then finally returning back to the ground, repeating this movement for a total of 10 reps. Now that all 3 supersets are complete, we are going to take a 60-second rest this time before starting again with superset number 1. This entire circuit will be completed a total of 4 times. Finally, to end off the week, we are going to have Sunday be our active rest day. Since I usually like leaving my house to just get my body moving a bit, I'm going to keep it pretty light. Recently, I've grown to really like these bandeau sports bras. For some reason, I never thought to try them out because I thought they just wouldn't look good on me, but they actually are so flattering. My favorite is definitely the white, but it also comes in 3 other colors that I have yet to try out. To top off the outfit, I am also wearing the rest day shorts in black core marl, size extra small. To keep things light but still active, we're going to get some steps in and aim for about a 20 to 30 minute walk. On this day, you can really do anything you like go to the park, play soccer, or anything just to keep active, as long as we're not being couch potatoes, okay? And that is a wrap on the full week of workouts. Let me know how you guys enjoyed this, and if you do try it out and follow along for this week, let me know how you liked every single workout and which one was maybe your favorite, which one was your least favorite. Let me know. Also, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, let me know what you want to see next. But until then, I'll see you guys later. Love you. Bye.